What's up y'all, welcome to a brand new video. This time Zy0x has decided to respond to the Atsu document, telling us his side of the story and exposing Atsu for his lies once and for all. Because as you may or may not know, Atsu actually had called out Zy0x in the worst way possible in his 34-page document. Now I didn't go over this entire thing in my original video simply because it was unclear what he was talking about and I wanted to hear Zy0x out first. But he said some rather wild stuff about Zy0x and what he supposedly might have done. Now why would he come out exposing this now of all times? Oh right, because he wants to pivot attention away from himself to another content creator who was actually his friend. I don't know if they're still friends. I think Zy0x still wants to be friends with him. But me personally, I would never be friends with this guy if I were in Zy0x's place because of the amount of misinformation that he has spread about him here. And in order for manipulative snake Atsu to do that, he had to say some of the wildest stuff you'd never expect to hear about Zy0x. But let's just go into it right away. To Nick, Zy0x, I've told you this in person, but I feel like you have matured a lot over the past 2 years since meeting you at Anime Expo. Zy0x, matured? You sure, man? I'm pretty sure age is just a number for this guy. You and I are both aware that I have gone out of my way to clean up after you for a certain issue. Ooh, let's see what this very certain issue is. But when I found out I was getting accused by Braxophone and people behind the scenes were saying I was protecting you over things I was completely unaware of, I was pissed. Very interesting, especially since Braxophone claims you're not silencing anyone for the undisclosed incidents you're talking about.
I talked to Brax, like, I'm not like flaming him, but like, he was like, I wasn't there, but. And it's like, bro, do you know who was there? Me! Why are you guys talking?
Man, surely this is not Atsu's way of once again manipulating the narrative he's spinning. So now that we've already disproven that part, let's continue. I told you recently face to face in LA that he seemingly had dirt on you and your reaction to this information was extremely disappointing to me. I wonder how he expected him to react. Save us, Atsu. Save us, you're the only motherfucker that should be getting praised. Thank you for lying to me. You repeatedly emphasized how you would never side with me publicly regarding drama. Yet you still wanted me to clarify things and to relay information to you. It felt like a slap in the face. Now that's obviously a scummy thing to do on Zy0x's part. Oh man, I'm never gonna side with you in drama despite you helping me, relaying information to me, you know? Fuck you, I'm never gonna do it. And I understand Atsu's frustration here. But objectively speaking, I mean, siding with you in drama is like digging your own grave, I'll be honest, man. You fucked yourself over so hard that it's impossible to defend any of your actions right now. Just some food for thought, man. It's probably an unintended 200 IQ move from Zy0x's part. Is he talking about X? Is he talking about Y? Was it Z? I don't know, and I'm not your messenger. And this was like insult to injury.
He literally was just saying, oh, he has dirt on you. He was referencing you. It was like very vague. I'm like, what is it? That's why he's like, oh, is it X? Is it Y? I was asking like a million questions because like, what is it? Who's saying this? Why are they saying this? Like, what is it about? Like, because I don't, if someone comes up to you like, this person has dirt on you, are you not going to be like, what is it? Who is it? Like, can I talk to someone? Is it okay? Do I have to make it up? Like, do I have to apologize? Do I have to, like, I want to know what the fuck it is.
I already know very well you care deeply about your public image. So does everyone. And you specifically try to avoid all forms of drama. And I never expected you or ever asked you to side with me publicly at all. Your comments were totally unnecessary and I get why he's angry about that. I mean, it is pretty paranoid of Zy0x to constantly emphasize he's not gonna side with you in drama, but...
Do you know why I don't do drama? My viewership is probably gonna peak today. I could farm drama all day, but that's not who I am. I just want to play games and have fun.
Alright, so that part of the document was nothing in comparison to what we're about to read right now. I don't want anything to do with whatever skeletons you may or may not have in your closet, and you need to work shit out with Braxophone privately. Holy shit, does Atsu even realize the implications of what he's saying right now? He's phrasing this in such a way that Zy0x committed like the biggest crime ever. Like, holy shit, what is that? Because of the way you worded it, people might actually believe this is something like sexual assault. You know, the same thing that Tectone did to Robin. I mean, surely it's not all bullshit and a nothing burger, man. Surely there's something actually going on, something very bad. From my understanding, neither of you have made any efforts to contact each other over it and plan to sweep it under the rug, which is just going to lead to more rumor spreading. I don't know, man. You seem to be the only one spreading the rumors here, because I'm pretty sure no one heard of this before. And it is interesting how this is somehow about Braxophone, okay? I hope this will prompt you guys to communicate and squash whatever this beef is, because I refuse to deal with this or take any form of responsibility for it later down the line. I am sorry for the grief this might cause you, but I am genuinely sick of getting dragged for other people's problems. You're the one getting dragged for other people's problems? You're genuinely sick of getting dragged for other people's problems, so you decide to make a 34-page Google document exposing everyone, dragging everyone into problems yourself. Pretty hypocritical of you to do, don't you think, Ratsu? And that's all he said about Zy0x. 3 paragraphs, one of which is a very heavy, rumored accusation he's sending his way. So let's see what Zy0x's opinion about the entire situation is.
I have friends who are victims of serious things, and they're like, yo, why is this written like it's something serious? And I was like, dude, it was literally just this. And they're like, oh, why was it worded like that?
Oh wow, it's not even as serious as he makes it out to be? How surprising. I can't believe Atsu lied about this.
And I'm like, I don't know. Because this is a thing now, we have to talk about it. I don't want anything to do with whatever skeletons you may or may not have in your closet. There was like a house party that was happening at an Airbnb. There were people that were invited. I was just there. And it was fun and everything was cool.
Man, you'd think Braxophone's name would be mentioned by now, since he specifically said that he had to sort the situation out with him.
Then we were talking to a few people that were already there. They left to go to something, a dinner, an event, whatever. And then one of the people that I was like we were talking to, they left. And then this is 2 years ago, mind you. And then afterwards, a bit later, I was like, oh, I DM'd one other person, just only one person. I was like, by the way, are you coming back? Like, you know, like it was fun, whatever. And they were like, oh, I'd love to, but like maybe it's too late or anything. I'm like, oh, like no pressure, but if you want to come, we're still like chilling, right? Like everyone, it wasn't just me, it was like 20 people. I don't know the exact amount, but it was a lot of people. We were just chilling, big plate. They're like, okay, cool. They came over. But what happened was, this is where I'm trying to take some accountability. I think I inadvertently invited more people than I had thought because they came with their friend.
Whoa, big fucking crime, Zy0x. I can't believe you did that. I mean, me personally, if I invite someone and they bring their friend, that's not my fucking fault. But let's continue.
But 2 things. First of all, I only invited them. And second of all, I had asked the person who organized the party. I'm like 99% sure it was Atsu, but I don't want to, like, I don't care who it was because my memory from 2 years ago is a little shit. But like, I remember asking Atsu, yo, can I invite them back? They were already here. He's like, yeah, of course. But if it wasn't Atsu, then it was like someone else. My point is just, I asked the person before inviting them.
Okay, so this entire thing may or may not be Atsu's fault. Notice how we still haven't heard a Braxophone in this entire ordeal.
But that's not the point. The point is they came over. The person came and that was fine. But their friends, I think it was 2 or 3. I genuinely was not talking to the friends. I don't know who they are. Their friends came, but they were like a bit too drunk.
Ah, I see. That's where the story was leading up to. Atsu was right. He did some bad stuff to the drunk people. Surely this is not me spreading misinformation once again.
Like their friends were kind of pissed drunk. The person I invited wasn't. And then those people ended up leaving the area where the party was at, and they entered an area where like people were sleeping, and they opened a door and barged into accidentally, like they didn't mean harm. I'm not blaming them, but they were too drunk and they opened a door where people were sleeping, and then they basically, like, everyone got kicked out.
Yeah, any normal human being can still not see how any of this is Zy0x's fault.
Now, to add something, I will say, when they did get kicked out, I thought it was just them. So, and the person I invited kind of felt really bad. This is where I feel bad. They felt really bad and they were sad about it because they thought they ruined everything. They're like, shit, like, I'm friends with these people. I ruined everything. My friends ruined everything. And I felt like shit about it because, and I tried to tell them, like, no, like, you don't have to, like I said, like, you guys don't have to leave, just like the people that, whatever. But then I think the person that was in charge, I think it was Atsu, was like, no, everyone out. So I kind of contradicted that, but, you know, my bad.
I mean, shit like that always happens where you say it's fine and the other guy in charge does not. So it sort of turns into a misunderstanding. It's a minor mistake.
But anyways, I was like, it's okay. Like, and then like they felt really bad and they left, and I DM'd them. I was like, hey, I'm like, right away, I was like, hey, I'm really sorry. Like, I didn't mean to cause you any harm or make it like you didn't do anything. Like, I tried to make it clear you didn't do anything wrong. I apologize. A few hours later, the same night, they said, no, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. I was like, yes, I do. And I apologized. And then literally the next day I reached out again and everything was fine. And since then we've been fine. We're friends. We've been reaching out. This is 2 years ago. 2 years. It's fine. This is 2 years ago. 2 years.
That shit was funny as fuck, bro. The sudden emotional outbreak of yelling 2 years ago. 2 years. I don't know if bro's schizo, but that's some pretty schizo stuff. Also, I love how much sense this all makes, bringing up this entire conflict from 2 years ago, Atsu. I'm sure this had to be addressed. I'm sure everyone was talking about this situation to begin with.
We've been friends since. We've been, we talk from time to time. We're cool. I even reached out again today just to make sure, because I didn't want to go on stream and say, hey, like, we're cool. And I genuinely was like doubting myself because of how this is written. I swear to God, I was like, maybe they were uncomfortable. Like maybe something happened. I reached out again today and they were like, wait, what do you mean there's rumors? Question mark. I don't want to like say everything they said because I want to try to keep things private and not leak DMs like everyone keeps doing.
Save us, Plazookas.
But they were like, no, like, I was like, I want to make sure we're cool. And they were like, oh yeah, like, I just thought like, I just felt bad because I felt like I ruined stuff or like whatever. And I was like, no, absolutely not. It wasn't your fault. I feel bad. I'm sorry. And they were like, no, we're cool. Again, this was solved 2 years ago privately. And there were rumors spread by, Atsu says it was Brax. I don't know who it was.
Well, in this case, I'm pretty sure it's just Atsu spreading the rumors, man. Yeah, I genuinely think barely anyone knew about this situation until Atsu brought this shit to light.
I don't care who it was. I'm not blaming people.
Hey, in my opinion, I think you should, man. Especially since the dog has like 64,000 likes right now. So a lot of people saw that and took it as gospel, you know? Zy0x is unfortunately too naive to realize this is career-ruining shit. And thus anyone that spreads these types of huge rumors should be held accountable, in my opinion.
There were rumors spread, now it's public. Like, is this worth writing it? Like, I get you were emotional and I'm not trying to blame you, genuinely. I get you've been through a lot.
And that is precisely the cop-out that everyone is giving Atsu right now, allowing him to easily spread misinformation about everyone in a gigantic tweet, because he can easily manipulate the masses by putting all the sad stuff, all the suicidal thoughts in the first page and all the misinformation in the rest of the 33 pages. A true master of manipulation, if you ask me.
But why would you word this like it's like assault? Like,
because the worse he makes it out to be, the more attention he'll drive away from himself to you. I can't believe that this guy is this naive at 23, bro. I mean, maybe it's because he's just partially insane, but I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
This is 2 years ago! 2 years! It's fine.
Anyways, with that being said, it is clear Atsu has once again made up a completely false narrative about someone else. And with more and more content creators coming out to expose his ass, the less and less people start to believe his bullshit. So it all turned out to be a nothing burger, but let me know what you guys think as well. Like, comment, subscribe, follow my Twitch, join my Discord. Peace.
Only quality content here, folks. Subscribe, please.